we've done a few videos about what's going on with the board battle with Harley Davidson, and it's kind of coming to a close. Maybe, maybe not. There was some voting being done, and we may have a winner. Maybe we don't. Let's talk about it. So if you've been following what's going on, H Partners has been leading a campaign to get the current CEO and 2 board members not reelected out immediately. They've been urging shareholders to vote a certain way. Harley Davidson's been urging them to vote another way, saying H Partners is just mad because the CEO candidate they want wasn't selected, and it's a big bunch of drama, and it's not good for the company. It's not good for the public image. And May 14th was the annual stakeholders meeting, and those board members were up for election. So let's talk about the results. The preliminary reports I read were that it was very close in the voting, and that Jochen Zeitz and the existing board members were retained, but the voting was like 48 to 52 on those particular board candidates. Most of the other board candidates were a landslide. Now, that means Harley Davidson did win, and those board members are going to be retained, and the CEO is still there. But H Partners is claiming that Harley Davidson made a verbal or unofficial commitment to some of the other shareholders, I'm assuming institutional shareholders like hedge fund companies like they are, that Jochen Zeitz would not pursue being executive chairman on the board after resigning from CEO once a new CEO is selected, that the other 2 board members that have been there for so long would also be leaving in 2026. Now, I don't know if that means that the next board election, they're not going to run for re-election, and new candidates will be picked and they're going to go till May of next year or in 2026. Different articles I've read have said different things, but it sounds like that Jochen Zeitz is here to stay until a new CEO is confirmed. According to H Partners, the next CEO is supposedly, Harley Davidson has agreed to be an external candidate, not the candidate that was picked by Jochen Zeitz, which is Jonathan Root. So that means it won't be someone that has come up under his leadership through the ranks or been with the company. It means they're going to bring in some other outsider again. Now, good or bad, we'll have to wait and see who that candidate is and how that turns out. I do personally think that it is probably time for some new leadership on the board, some changes there. People that have been there for 15 years, that's a long time to be on the board and be able to be unbiased. I know that they say those people have that much experience and that makes them more valuable. There's 2 sides to that coin. I also think that if Jochen Zeitz were to stay on the board after stepping down as CEO, it would still continue to hurt Harley Davidson in the court of public opinion. So this may be the best solution, a good transition to a new candidate, not rushed, not any one person getting their way, but a commitment to new leadership and new board members for Harley Davidson in the very near future. So you guys tell me, what do you think about this? Do you think that a change in leadership in the next 6 months is soon enough? A change in the board of directors in the next year is soon enough? Or is that not soon enough? And do you think it should have been something that happened immediately? Do you think Harley Davidson will continue to be profitable? A lot of people are making a big deal about sales being down, and sales are definitely down. That's true. That doesn't mean Harley Davidson hasn't been profitable. I know dealerships, I've talked to multiple dealerships, and they do say sales on new bikes are off this year, that they are lower. So, but the economy's been tough. I don't know that that would be any different with a different CEO. But the court of public opinion has definitely weighed in recent months and year on Jochen Zeitz, and it seems he's not so popular with the dealers or with consumers. Several dealer associations had come out against re-electing Jochen and were for the immediate change in leadership. So this fight may not be over yet. This is, again, unofficial voting tallies. Also, what H Partners is saying, Harley Davidson hasn't come out and publicly said that these board of directors were stepping away or that Jochen would not be on the board of directors as the executive chairman after he resigns as CEO. So again, we'll keep watching. So there may be a little more to this story, but for the moment, the battle for the board votes from stakeholders is over. And as I mentioned before, if you want to have a say in this, buy stock. Become a stakeholder, buy shares, then you get a vote. Somebody asked me, how do you do that? Well, how I did it was with E-Trade. I opened up an account with E-Trade, deposited money in that, and then bought stock through that. So I don't know if that's the best way. I don't do a bunch of investment and banking stuff, but I wanted to have a say, so I bought my own shares. All right, guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. Today's video is brought to you by Beyond Riders. Beyond Riders makes Kevlar armored riding gear. Everything from soft shell jackets to mesh armor to flannels and riding pants, cargo pants style, jeans, all that good stuff. So if you're looking to save a few dollars on your next purchase of Kevlar armored riding gear, use the link in the description down below. I've been working with them for 3 years and I find their products to be good. They've held up well. Of course, I haven't had them in a wreck, and let's hope it stays that way. Unfortunately, too many people don't buy this kind of gear until after they have an accident. Make sure you check out their website for closeout specials and discounts. And we want to thank Beyond Riders again for supporting the channel and sponsoring today's video. All right, guys, that's it for today's quick video. Just a talking head, want to get this out there. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Y'all stay safe. Keep on riding. We'll see you in the next one.